Hi everybody, I'm back again. It's 9:15 here now. Yeah, that one for 2 a.m. Oh my. That was a surprise. Okay, now the Lord would like me to go into Matthew 13:10 through 23. I'm going to go ahead and read it. This is about the seeds. Okay. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, for him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, however you say that name, Isaiah, I don't know, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall not see and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore of the parable of the sower. When any one heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then comes the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. He also that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. But he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, some 60, and some 30. Okay. Um, the Lord wants me to go into a personal situation that I had as an example. When I got decided to get baptized and I went through RCIA, I've talked about this earlier. You have to have a sponsor. Well, a very dear friend of mine went through it with me. After the whole thing was done, um, and we were in our last meeting. Okay, they had a final meeting after you got baptized. Um, she herself said, I feel like I missed out on something. Watching Linda go through this I just feel like I missed something, doing it, being baptized when I was. And boy, I tell you what, everybody in that room shut her down. Oh, no, no, no. They just shut her down. Okay, so um, she realized that something huge was going on. The Lord, since, has told me that He put me there to help her specifically, and all the other people I was hanging out with, to show them the way. Okay. They couldn't understand it though. So after I was baptized, then I couldn't shut my mouth about him. I just wanted to talk, talk, talk. Every time I was with all these people, I wanted to talk about him. He had become everything to me already. Of course, I was a baby Christian. I didn't know a whole lot, so I didn't know how to direct these people at all. He just put me there as an example so that specifically this girl, she could see. She went through all of it. She saw it all. Well, she tried to shut me down. I know now in hindsight that she other people I was hanging out with, they must have been getting sick of me talking about God. Okay, because one day it was just she and we're talking, and she goes, Linda, you don't have to talk about God all the time. She said, you should be more like me. I serve in the church, I go to church, I just set an example for people so that they have a good example. And I was shocked. I said, well, I'm just trying to share my joy. I didn't understand, what she's talking about. Well, when I went home, I was like, I analyzed it myself, and I'm like, I know I'm doing the right thing. The word I am reading is telling us all to be disciples. So I don't know what she's talking about. So I decided I don't care. I'm going to be myself. If they don't want to listen, then they don't have to. And what ended up happening is eventually I just felt more and more uncomfortable in that whole situation. And nobody wanted to talk to me anymore. But I just, I could only be me. And the Lord, it's in the word. I did not look that up, that we won't be able to shut up about him. If you are on the right track, then you won't be able to shut up about him. Okay. Now people are going to try and shut you down. That's the evil one steps in, and that's what happened to her here. She saw it, but she conformed and went along with the rest of the world because that's what they wanted. They don't want to hear about God, okay? These people don't want to. Now, these people are good people. So I hope and pray for all of them that they find their way, but unfortunately, we can't do it for anybody. We just talked about this too. They have to find the way with God. Jesus is the only one that can lead us all into all truth. Yeah, it breaks my heart. I have prayed and prayed and prayed for these people because I love them all dearly. Um, Unfortunately, they have labeled me as crazy. I know this for a fact because my husband's brother, these people come down there and talk to him that we used to hang out with. They're good friends with him. And they have told my husband, or told him, and then he told my husband, yeah, they all think she's crazy, and including his brother has done this to me. Okay, last summer he's coming over here, and we talked several times, and I just kept the conversation about normal lifetime things, several times, and then the Lord one day led me into talking to him about I don't even remember what it was about, but he said to me when I was done speaking, and it didn't offend me, you guys, because I know that these people are lost. Okay, he said to me, Linda, there's a line between believing and then being crazy too. It's like, oh yeah, you have no idea what you are even talking about. So it broke my heart. I still love him to death, you guys. I don't, all these people that have come against me, I have nothing but love for every one of them, and I have prayed and prayed and prayed for every one of them. But unfortunately, if they don't want to come, then the Lord can't. If they refuse to listen, he's calling on. He's told me he has reached out and called to everybody, but they don't know how to hear from him and they don't want to listen. So then they shoo it away, that, oh no, that wasn't God, that goes against what I believe, they shoo it away. He's tried to speak to everybody because they don't know him and what he's trying to tell them, they don't understand. So then they shoo it away. It's heartbreaking, but it's a fact, you guys. And I just, I talked about how it was holding me back because I was so worried about everybody else because I didn't get it. I was trying to intercede. I wanted to help everybody. And let me tell you, because I did intercede, I had to go through some crap. The girl that went through with uh, RCIA with me on Facebook, I kept praying for her. I knew she was messed up because I'm in like July of last year or June. I had uh, put a message out there. The Lord told whenever I get on there, I can't stand Facebook anymore. It's because the Lord told me to. Okay. So I've even in this first one that she attacked me on, I'm sitting here speaking with the Lord this morning. He had me after I got done speaking and he was putting it on my heart. I'm like, okay, thinking about Facebook. I'm like, oh, are you saying you want me to get on Facebook? Because seriously, people were coming after me so bad. Everything that he'd have me say, I really did not want to do it. But when he wanted me to, I would. So I got on there to share what he wanted me to. Well, she came after me. Okay. So she doesn't realize it, but she's speaking against Jesus. Okay, because she doesn't believe that I can hear him. Well, it happened. Then I went and interceded. He told me, I don't know, Linda, I can't use her. She's a control freak. She thinks she knows it all. I'm like, okay. I started interceding for her again. Well, next thing you know, he had me do it again, and then she came after me again. And then time went by, and then I was like, I'm getting desperate for her. I started interceding again. Then he had me do it again. He had me do it several times, you guys. And the final time that I did, she came after me every single time. And the final time that I did, I was like, oh, I realized, I'm like, it's because I'm interceding, isn't it, Lord? He said, yep. I said, okay. I said, Lord, I'm not gonna pray for this anymore. I just hope, I ask you that please give her a chance and don't hold these things against her. That's all I can do. And this is the last time I'm going to pray about it. Now, I still do and hope nothing but the best, but I'm not going after that the specific things that was before that I was seeing through what she was commenting. Okay. I wish nothing but the best. And, it breaks my heart. Like I said, I thought this girl was my best friend, and she obviously wasn't. She had me fooled and buffaloed, and she just doesn't want to go in the correct direction. There's only so much we can do for people, even though it breaks our hearts. So, anyway, I think that is good here. I hope that everybody is doing fantastic and finding your way and your walk with the Lord. I hope you're learning a ton from every bit that He's having me post here. I love you all dearly. And I wish nothing but the best for anybody that knows me. I know everybody's going to find out the truth here soon and they're going to regret. And I love you all dearly. Just please learn from these things that he is having me put out here on YouTube. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.